Hello. So, here I am again, trying in English this time. Haven't done so many English videos, but I think it's time to practice because anyway, I feel very multicultural. Yeah, and I love languages. So, I wanted to talk about manifestation. Yeah, it's quite a wide subject, I would say. There are many things to say about it, but I decided to make some smaller parts to this subject so that it won't be too widespread conversation about it, or yeah. So I concentrate on some powerful things that I have experienced about this thing. Yeah, like incredible, powerful moments, or like the real boost moments that I have experienced. What gives the best boost for these things? Yeah, like my most powerful experiences and how I got there. Like this one, that happened already before I knew what manifestation is. I have few things like that happened in my life, bigger or smaller, I think both, but this one is one very special. Yeah. Okay, so I was like something like 25 years old at back then, and yeah, I had this strange thing. Yeah, I have heard there are others like me, even if it felt like incredible thing, this cannot be. But luckily there are many others who have had these experiences, so it's easier to believe. Meaning, there was this one guy, that I for some reason fell in love already when I was uh, 24 years old. No, well, something anyway, something like 20 and over. And I, I just, I didn't know his name, I knew nothing. I just knew his face from the same school where I was. And yeah, just suddenly I felt like, oh, he's such a cute guy. Those days I wasn't even in same city anymore because I already ended my school and I moved out, and just some time later I started to think like, oh, he was a cute guy, and then it just chap hit me, and like I fell in love with him. Yeah, and actually, then I just made the wish like, I wish to see him when I go to that town next time where we used to study. Then, next time I went to that town, it was in the springtime. Schools were just ending, and obviously, then his school was ending 1 year later than my school. So I went to a supermarket daytime. Suddenly there he was playing in that mm, whatever money game, playing there. But I was way too shy, I couldn't talk to him. Damn, that was so depressing. But same evening, he was in the same disco where I went, like, this is no possible. but there he was. So then I had to take all my courage and go talk to him. So then we spent the night or the evening together, and I learned his name, at least that, his name and his age and things like that. But then, of course, I was too stupid. I didn't realize to ask his phone number, and he was gone again. Then he was gone 3 years. And of course, I thought that I will forget him because I always forget everybody after some time. Yeah, but no, that is the one person I could not forget. No way. And I had no idea what's going on. Why? What's so special about him? I don't know. But 3 years went on. I was just like getting more and more hopeless and desperate. And after 3 years, I finally decided, alright, it was like I was going crazy almost. Like, what is this nonsense? This cannot be. But then I made this manifestation by accident because back then I I didn't know anything about manifestation, never heard, but it was just an accident. I was in my apartment and I was thinking, how would it feel if he was standing here right now in my corridor? And I was like, oh my God. And I was feeling just a joy bursting inside of me and in my chest, and like, yes, there you are. I see you now. There you are standing. Wow. And I could see how tall he is and things like that. And that's the strange thing. After, I don't remember, 2 weeks or 2 months, but anyway, there he was standing. The person I only knew first name and last name and age. But it turned out he had moved into the same city where I was, to the same city part where I used to live before. Many weird coincidences just like that. And yeah, then we met and we had a chat. I told him about my feelings and I cannot help them. I don't know what this is. Like, I have no idea, but I want to talk about it so that I could understand something. And we were only friends because he had a girlfriend and it's okay, but at least I could talk about it. And then he even visited me, and there he was standing in my corridor, just how I imagined him. And just later on in my life, I understood I did it just right. Just thinking that he is already there is the most powerful. It's like zap. And that time it just worked out. Oh yeah, and then also what I have learned about manifestation, when it's coming closer, the universe is sending you like some hints about it. Like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. So before I even knew that he's in the same town, I was uh, meeting a girlfriend of mine. She was driving her car and we went to a small town there near and had, oh, damn it, we had a party night. And yeah, we were in some pub hanging around and meeting people, and after that we came back in the car. I fell asleep for some reason and I was like this there, next to her, next to the driver. And then there was some rough curve and I was really bad like this, and that shook me up like, oh, I wake up. And the song that was playing in her car radio was this: there can be miracles when you believe, though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Yeah, and I woke up, opened my eyes, there was a karaoke bar just there in front of the car where we were driving, there was this huge, the whole window huge text, like Mike's Karaoke. And it was the guy's name that I had been missing all those 3 years. And there it was standing huge with the Miracle song playing. And I was like, what the fuck? I was thinking that, does this mean that he's gonna come into my life? It feels like that. And yeah, it was then like some weeks later that he was standing in my corridor. Oh my god. And we became friends. So that was the one thing from the time I didn't even know about manifestation. It was all weird for me. And then, yeah, also this I think was from the time I didn't know about these things. Maybe not. Yeah, so I was looking for a work practice place. And I had some idea what I want, like some permaculture place, like some so-called hippie place in a countryside where you can do some interesting things like, I don't know, clay house building or maybe something gardening or I don't know, anyway, something close to earth, off grid, things like that. And I called to a guy who had something about permaculture in that area in the countryside and asked if he can take a work practitioner, and he said no, he has no situation like that, but he told me that there was some woman living close to him and she's searching for somebody, and it was some it's like a big farmhouse, like some manor mansion, or I don't know, some a little bit finer, bigger country house, but she had renovated it and kept it like some yeah, some permaculture place. And then I was like, okay, I will call her and let's see. And then we agreed. I went there for 1 month in July. It was beautiful, warm July and magnificent, renovated, but rustic, beautiful, poetic, big house. Just my dream. And there was a big living room, some hall kind of living room, and they had chance to get some antique furniture there, like presents from somebody who didn't need them anymore, and some fine big like this on the wall, some huge fabric on the wall, and just whoa, just hoovering that place was magnificent because I could just suck that all in while I was hoovering. Yeah, but it was quite laid back. I didn't do much there. I was quite exhausted anyway because I am fatigued. So it was like slow pace, nice, and meeting nice people and permaculture people and visitors. And then there was this other building on the yard. It was some log house, quite big and long log house from I think from 1700s, and the interior was just straight from 1700s, like perfect, lovely. There was this huge uh, food table in the big room, this kitchen living room combination. There was this huge, like for I don't know, 20 people or 30 people, big table. Sometimes I just figured when I had some free time, I took my computer, went to the table, and was there chatting, chatting, chatting. I felt so strange, like time traveler in this 1700s beautiful house with my modern computer there chatting, like interesting contrast, really magnificent. Sometimes I felt that is this even real? It was so exotic, everything. And yeah, I love those that era houses so much. It's one thing like heaven for me. And then, oh yeah, then there was this, because I was in this group, manifestation chat group or something, and there were those people who had read books about it and studied about it, and they had quite good idea what it is about and what are the real techniques that really work. Yeah, and oftentimes they were sending there those checks of universe, and told other people, yeah, print these, print some of these, and write your check. Like, put your money amount there, what you wish to have. Maybe I had there 20,000 myself or something. And then universe is the giver, and my name there so that I am the receiver. And really 20,000 euros has to be exact. Not pesetas, not old marks, but really 20,000 euros, so that it's real money when it comes. And date. There had to be date. I put there something like maybe 1st of October, maybe 2014 or something like that. Let's say it was 1st of October. Yes. And I don't know, I was just studying myself about money, how to create money. So it was my practice. Yeah, and I did everything like in the book, just to practice, just to try the energy thing, try if it works out, just to be curious about it. And then, like always, forget about it is one key element. You cannot wait for it, but rather forget that you had the whole thing, put it into your wallet, and live on with your life and forget the whole paper. Just like that, because, yeah, you cannot be just waiting, waiting, waiting. Instead, you need to live your life to the fullest and be happy about small things. So, I forgot about it. I went to a pub just for fun, like in the evening. I had nothing better to do, just an empty, peaceful pub, and just sitting for a while. And I was with my phone there, like, and then I was on internet on my phone, just checking some information there, but suddenly the picture that I had on my phone, it went away, and instead there came face of Cheek, the singer. I don't even like Cheek, or I never paid attention to him. He was like, whatever, nothing. But then his this record cover and his face just came to the screen, and there was this A-O, Alpha Omega. Yeah, the beginning and the end. I think they have said also about the God, the creator, that he is this Alpha and Omega. So like there was something really big, and the Cheek's face was looking at me like, like what? Then I checked the time. It was just midnight. It turned just 1st of October, because it was 12 o'clock, and I checked the date. Just turned 1st of October, the day when I was supposed to get my money. Well, I didn't get any money. but that situation was really strange. Like time really stopped for a while. Just, Cheek is coming. Like, something strange happened there anyway. Yeah. Okay, then there was this gnome sauna. Yeah, one thing that I love so much, those old gray log houses, log cabins, dark walls. I need those. I'm so ancient, traditional, old way, old style. Even my sensitivity needs these log cabins to feel good, to feel close to earth, close to nature, peaceful and grounded. So yeah, I was living in northern Finland just for one summer, and I had this big dream of finding my own log cabin. And then I just went to sleep, but I had my computer on, and there you can add many those mm, many pages. Like I made many YouTube pages, and I added the sounds that would represent my dream log cabin. So there was the fireplace, the fire sound, and mm, yeah, and then there was the wind in the forest sounds, like wind shaking the cabin a little bit, maybe even some owl sounds in the forest, like if I'm in my cabin and window is open a bit, then the owl sounds can come in, and yeah, the fireplace crackling, and I even had the cat purring sound there. And then I went to sleep and I just told myself, I am in my cabin right now. I can hear I'm in my cabin right now. I can hear the fire, I can hear the cat, I can feel the owl and the wind in the forest around me, and just kept telling myself I'm in my cabin. Oh my, this feels so lovely, so lovely. Then I fell asleep. I did the next evening I did the same thing when I went to sleep. Just I took the cat away because I was thinking that I maybe don't have time to take care of cat right now. It's better without, it's more relaxing without. So I took the cat out there, but all the other sounds I left there. Again I went to sleep and I knew I'm in my cabin right now. This bed that I'm using is in my cabin right now. And then I felt the warmth of my dream place. I just felt it around me. I felt the logs around me and the fire warmth around me. And I fell asleep. And then next day happened something just weird again. Just like some, yeah, when it starts happening, it's always like time is stopping. Some, when it happens really big time, it's always like some in the energies around you. And there was something, I there was a girl I went to meet. So once again I forgot what I was wishing, because it's very important to forget and live your life and enjoy the best you can. So yeah, there was a girl, we agreed to meet, we went somewhere doing something, I don't remember, walking or driving or something anyway. But we had quite fun, and then I came back, but then there was some situation on the yard. My neighbor was there drunk and behaving strange way. I didn't really know what's going on, but it was like he was creepy somehow. I don't know what there was so creepy about it, because he was always a little bit drunk anyway, and he was quite okay. But there was something creepy about him that day. I don't know, like he had some idea to come touching me or something like that. But anyway, I just panicked and I was like, "You stay far away, please." And I was really, really panicked when I went to my room. And yeah, he came into my room and he was talking some nonsense bullshit there. And actually, he was like a happy guy. He was like, "Yeah, go to bar with me," and da, 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 da. But there was really something that he's like, a little bit too happy and strange. And I was like, "Don't come to my room now, please. This is my room. I didn't invite you. Please go out now. Thank you." But I was really like shaking. And what's going on? I don't know. He seemed fine, but he didn't seem fine. I don't know. But anyway, I had this feeling I must get out of here, out of here. And I went out. I went to another town. I booked a room there, some cheap room. I had some party time, or not party time, but like relaxing time in the town. And then I just actually took train and went much more south. With the train, I went to my relative's place visiting. Yeah, and then I figured out there that they have this sauna building, and just it's I just saw the building and hey, that's the log cabin. It is the log cabin, and they even had some small renovation there just then. Like really, it was a little bit cold and humid before, like cold all the time, like no, not good for sleeping or anything. But they had just renovated it, like it's higher from the ground and it's more warm and dry, just suddenly. And I was like, oh my. And I asked if I can stay in that sauna building, because they don't usually use it anyway. It was like, yeah, okay, just for the summer or so. It was full of stuff. It was just a storage place back then. But it took me like 1 week to clean it all, and I just used the stuff that there was inside. There was many kinds of stuff, and I just could take the best of the best and use it as a decoration. And I made it some incredible gnome building. Just some fairy tale place with shining small lights everywhere, and I even had some gnome figure there in the shelf, and wooden old style sofa was there, and oh my, it was totally miracle gnome sauna. And then I slept the rest of the summer and moved my stuff out from that previous place a bit later. But it, actually, I don't know, maybe there wasn't, yeah, I don't know about the neighbor who was acting weird. Maybe he was acting weird, really. But the other thing was that it was such a powerful manifestation that it really happened, like it was like pushing me to the next place that I had wished for. It was like maybe the most powerful with the power that it kicked me out from the old place. That was so strange. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, then how much is it? Well, yeah, maybe I can tell this one fast. I just wished for a new rent apartment for me in the countryside, and because I was tired of having always two small apartments, like Why should people live in such a tiny places? No, we have room here around us. We have forests and we have fields and we have space. So why should all the apartments be this small? There is place, there is space. So then I just was outside one summer day with my friend, and maybe the way I told him what I want, it was powerful enough to make it true. Because I was out there really like telling with big voice, yeah, like this, and I was even counting with my feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 meters this way and 8 meters this way. That big must be the bedroom, because I want that there is the king size bed or the double bed. Yeah, double bed. But then still there is like room all over the bed, because I'm fed up with that tiny place with the bed only left. But no, really, that much place around the bed, and still so much place that there's the like a bookshelf and a small table and two armchairs for reading moments in the bedroom corner. I explained it all very clearly, and like bed is here, and then the table and the library place is here. And then I wished for a living room that is huge, like incredibly huge, like almost feeling like you are outside. Yeah. And then I had the feeling I need to check from internet and some specific space where they tell those rent houses, rent apartments. Like, look from there. And I was okay, I look from there, and there it was. House from the 1800s in a country village, very peaceful, beautiful nature, big fields around, and all kinds of those big birds in the field. I don't know what it's called. It's not storch, I think, but other long bird with such long legs, and also the neck is that long, in the field standing always. Yeah, those birds were there, and there was one and other birds as well. I saw even bear once there, and the bedroom was exactly what I told it to be. Bed was exactly where I imagined it, and the library corner was where I imagined it, and the small table and those two armchairs were there already. I didn't need to get them there. They were there from the landlord. Like all the furniture was from the landlord, and I wished that too, because I cannot carry all the furniture everywhere where I go. So furniture was all there already. There were 3 bedrooms. Yeah. And kitchen and the huge living room. It was like the landlord said that his city apartment altogether is as big as the one living room. It was maybe like 50 quarter meters, the living room alone. Maybe even 60, I cannot say. And there was also this big food table for like 20 people or something like that. Yeah. I even then got the rent cheaper, because I said that I don't have too much money, but it was better for him to just get someone living there rather than just leave it empty and no one's living there. So then I got it like with 350 euros at one point when we talked about it. So yeah, like everything matched. Yeah. Sit, sitten. Okay, and this is quite recent. Maybe 2 years ago, something. Yeah, there was this local pub, and I always have these dreams about this Finland, or yeah, like I'm so ancient that I wish for some ancient happenings, ancient sceneries around me, so that I feel happy. And then we were planning to go to this local pub. I was dreaming it to be like some ancient Finnish log log style country bar. And yes, there is some huge log piler somewhere there in the middle, and the bar desk is made of brown wood, and like some horse stable atmosphere something. And then I remember just commercial in on television long ago about this Lapin Kulta beer, and in the commercial they are in some exotic country bar like in Lapland, and then they are asking for Lapin Kulta on the bar desk, and the man goes to the back room to get those beers, but it's like crazy snowstorm when he opens the door, and there are wolves, I think, some oh, and I think he's even like fighting with wolf there, like and then he comes with those beers in like full of snow, and just and slams the door closed, and yeah, there's your beer. So I was like wishing something like this atmosphere when I went to this local pub. And yeah, we were at the bar desk there, and then I looked at the at just the front door. It opened, and there came this man with blonde long hair, very Viking style, and he was just customer and coming in, but the atmosphere was the same that as I had wished for. So that was that, but then later on, like 1 year later, sometimes we went there again. I remembered that happening, and I was like, yeah, more like that, more like that. Viking bar, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I just wished for a huge Viking man coming, talking with us. Yeah, like having a chat with us, having good time with us, and like we feel some connection maybe, and yeah, just like that. And we just went there, and we sat down in this one, what is it, I don't know, this closed system. There's that high bank where you sit on. It's like some nest area a little bit, and the table is there. Yeah, and there were people passing by like that, and we were looking at really like bit downer on the table there, and then I just saw some huge guy like passing by, but then I noticed that he stays there. Huh? What? He was huge, like really what? And he had this like brown long hair and beard. Yes. He asked if he can sit down, and he came like opposite of me, and my friend was there. He came there, and he started talking. He was like a bit confused and like stressed maybe, and he was talking a little bit like weird, but he was talking about Valhalla all the time, the Viking heaven. He was talking about Vikings and Valhalla, and something like he belongs to this Viking world, and he is so lost in this modern world and things like that. Like, what? Just perfect little thing again. Just the little things. Yeah, just out of fun, like I want some fun tonight, some weird coincidence tonight, and there it was. And then I had to go singing because I booked the song, and I was like, okay, boys, you can take care of each other. I need to go singing now. When I come back, this big hairy man is like sitting with this friend of mine. They are both men. With a friend of mine, like holding him like that. Yeah, my friend. Yeah. Like, what? He's hugging my friend. Like, even my friend has to face these funny situations that I create. Like, he can also witness those, and I'm like laughing. What, boys? What are you hugging there? But, like, yeah, so fun. Okay. 40 minutes already. But the key factors that I have learned, what makes the spice there, the spicy thing, the power to this thing. The thought that I have it already. You should never say that, oh, my Viking is over there, because then it's forever over there. It's not here, it's there. It's it's coming then. Now he's somewhere there, like 200 kilometers away, but I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Yeah, if you are waiting, you will forever be waiting. Therefore, you need to say to yourself, it is here right now. I can take my hand like this, and I can feel that he's touching my hand already, because he's here. I feel the warmth in my hand. He's touching my hand already, because he is here already. That's the way to do it, the spicy thing. Yeah, it's sometimes very tricky to understand it. Even just when I'm like meditating and I want to connect with an angel or something, if I just, or yeah, like maybe some spaceman. Yeah, he's back there in Sirius. It's quite far away, but I wish you could come to me. But no. Instead, you say that you are here already. You are here. I keep my hands here and you can take my hands like this. And then it has happened to me with meditation as well. When I realize to say you are here already and you take my hands, then I feel it. Something comes here like, oof, oh my. Sometimes happened like, okay, it worked. And then key factors. Yeah, I feel it all over my body. The thing is here already that I want, and I feel it all over my body like, yes, this feels the best. And that's one thing, yeah. How does it feel? Is it warmth in your hand? Is it bubbles in your heart because you are so happy? Yeah, things like that. And then this, I listen to sounds of it and sleep for it, like I did with the gnome sauna. And then one key factor, you see it every day on your wall, for example, like the money, like 20 euros on your wall. Some people put it like in the bathroom to the wall, the 20 euros, and so that then when you look at the mirror, you see it in the mirror. So you have already two of them, or like 100 paper note on the wall. But then you look at the mirror, you have it there and you have it there. So you have 100, you have 200s. And that is something that they say that it has worked. And then, okay, yeah, and this method You see it every day. Your brain registers it one way or another, even if you don't remember to check it every day. But by accident, I have put this cat picture on my wall, the cutest ever. It was the Cornish Rex, this curly haired cat from England. And it was so cute. But it reminded of my ex cat called Grandpa the Cat. Very similar with Grandpa the Cat, but just, yeah, different species anyway. But yeah, he had some cute wrinkles on his tummy on the picture. I was just like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't mean to manifest any cat, but it happened. That was accident. Just to keep the cat on my wall. I was like, oh yeah, and sometimes then people that I know said that they have this Maggie and she needs some temporary home because they are moving out and they have some problem keeping the cat when they are moving to another place. And yeah, okay, I can take her. And then next 3 months I had this Maggie, same species as my grandpa the cat, was like the Aussie cat. Yeah, they were, yeah, like really not whatever cat, but really a species cat, Aussie cat. Like wow, it just happened like whoopsie. That was really something. And after that, I was like, no more this cute cat on my wall because I don't have really time to take care of those. No more cat pictures on the wall. But yeah. And then the technique that I call rain dance. The American natives have the rain dance, and I finally figured out what's the great idea about the rain dance. It's it's this, like when you have the feeling, yeah, I have it already, I'm so happy, 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 happy. It's similar thing. You take your body with it, you take your emotion with it, like happy, but you take also your body with it, like your body is already sparkling, but also your body is dancing. Yeah, you wish for rain, maybe you make the rain dance, so your whole body is making it happen, is creating it. It's very powerful. Yeah, so I figured I can make dances from whatever. Like maybe finding my true partner. I can make the love dance. I can figure out myself how it's going to be, but yeah, many things. Hmm. How about cat dance? If one wishes for a cat. Cat dance. Cat dance. Cat dance. Something like that, having it in your arms. Cat dance, cat dance. Perhaps. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, actually, also this loihtiminen, like they say in Finnish, this putting a spell. It has same effects than the rain dance. It's also like you take your whole body with it. The more powerful you become with the emotion and with the body, the more powerful the whole manifestation becomes. Because then your mind starts believing in it. The more, the more. It's like quite many of us people know how to become crazy angry or crazy nervous. Like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. It's all over our body. You know it. Stress is here and it's here in your hands. Oh no, oh no. There's gonna come a big bill, and then the big bill will come. But you can take the same way to be so happy, 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 happy. I'm gonna have my kitty, I'm gonna have my kitty, my cat, my beautiful cat. And you can really make you crazy happy about that, what you are manifesting. It works the same way. Every one of us knows how to be fucking angry. I believe so, but I don't know. But I know how to be fucking angry and nervous. Take the same system, but make it the happiest ever, happiest ever, happiest ever. Definitely works. When not everything is not everything is meant for us to come, but things that can come and are meant for us, it I believe it works. Yes. And then letting go. You make the wish, you have your dance, you have your happy emotions, but then forget about it. Let it go. It's very important because it comes only when you forgot about it. That's one key. Forget about it. Have fun. Live your life. Yeah. And then they set a date, time frame like within 2 weeks or tonight. If I'm going out tonight and I want to meet a person who can teach me something about working in the forest, has happened to me as well. But I'm going out tonight, so that person must come tonight, of course. Yeah, well, that's the story I maybe tell other time because it's getting long. I don't usually make too long videos. But yeah. So if you go out tonight, it must be tonight, of course, the time frame. But then something like I need 500 euros for this little trip to another country, whatever. Then within 2 weeks, thank you. Time frame is quite important, I would say, because then it's not just maybe one day. Maybe one day is no good, because then it's always forever maybe one day. It's either now or within 2 weeks or 1st of October, things like that. Yeah. But then not too narrow, like I win money in lottery. The problem is, then it's only 1 out of million of a chance. Tiny chance you get anything. With other words, you're probably not gonna get it. You won't win in a lottery, you don't get the money, that's it. Instead, you say, money comes from many lovely unexpected places. Then it is million out of million chance to get it, because it can come in many directions. Yeah, but and also maybe not everything needs to come with money, because yeah, some things just happen to get very complicated when they come through money. If they would happier come straight away without the money. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it feels like money can be difficult, tricky to really make it work out. Maybe because, yeah, I don't know. It can also be because the other ways are more logical anyway. So also that not only money but abundance comes to me from mm, from many lovely unexpected places. Something like that. Okay, but that's it for today. Well, maybe I still can tell. This is my lovely necklace. It is, I always keep telling, this is a present from the Fairy King. It very much feels like a fairy thing for me. So it's my dear present from Fairy King. And It's from second-hand shop, maybe 2 euros. I don't like expensive jewel usually because what is it good for? This is my style. It's beautiful. I also make things like that myself sometimes. Yeah, but that's it for today. Oh, and this is from second-hand shop. This is my palace palace decoration. I love it. But yeah, see you next time. Thank you and bye bye.